If you click on this video, that means you are most likely still in need of a Titanic inside of Pet Simulator 99, and I'm just going to give you some news in this video, and it might want to make you reconsider your plans on trying to hatch a Titanic. If you were going to go that way, I know a lot of people want to hatch Titanics because just for the thrill of it, but this video will probably change your mind on that. And also, if you're just in the market for a Titanic, this is a good video for you to watch. I am also in the market for a Titanic, so I'm kind of speaking to myself here a little bit, but I'm just going to get straight into it. So, the previous update in Pet Simulator 99 was the Titanic Games update. That's what it was called, but it introduced, or reintroduced, I should say, the Combine-O-Matic right here. And there's a new Titanic right here, the Titanic Frontman Jellyfish that you can combine in it. It's the hardest Combine-O-Matic that we've had. Like, it's the hardest to get the pets. It's the hardest to combine these things. And that has led to not very many of these in the game yet. I mean, there is still some. There's 500, but like on the first Combine-O-Matic update, I mean, it was crazy. There was probably already like 1.5 thousand. There's probably 3 times the amount of Titanics. But that doesn't matter. This is still a great way to get some good huge pets. But we're not here for huge pets. We're here for Titanics. So just keep this update in mind while I go over these statistics. Let me hop over to ps99wrap.com and I'll show you. I'm going to be using the Titanic Ice Snake as an example here, but there are many Titanics that are actually doing this. So ever since the release of the Combine-O-Matic update, Titanics have actually been falling in price, and they already have been falling in price for a while now, since December with the introduction of gargantuan pets. So ever since then, Titanics have been on the decline because now there's a new, bigger, and better pet to go after, and people started to sell their Titanics. So Titanics got super, super low there for a second, but then they came back up, and now they are starting to go down again, and it's because there are 2, I guess, kind of easy Titanics to get into the game now. There's the Titanic Doll Cat in the raffle, and then there is the Titanic Frontman Jellyfish, which is the main one that people are going after. And I'm just going to use this graph right here as an example. So as you can see, if we keep going along, keep an eye on the date here as I keep going on. But it's kind of hovering around 6.1, 6.2 billion, at some point spiking to higher prices like 6.3, which is not much, but whatever. Around the time that the update comes out, which I think it came out, if I'm being completely honest, I don't really remember the actual date, but somewhere in here is when it came out. And as you can see, the price dropped a little bit, nothing significant. But then it broke into the 5 billions later in the day, which hasn't been seen on a Titanic in a little bit, or at least this Titanic hasn't been seen on it a little bit. The Titanic just keeps going down and down and down, and partially the reason why is because of the Combine-O-Matic, and people are just getting Titanics easier. So as you can see, it keeps going down, 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 down until we get to the 22nd, which is today. And the price is almost at an all-time low for this Titanic at 5.45 billion. Let me actually go ahead and bring this graph out a little bit. As you can see, I mean, it was lower, but it is definitely low compared to what it used to be up here in like the 6 billion range. This obviously is low compared to what it would be normally. And I'm going to actually just go to the Titanic page right now. As you can see, this is happening to all sorts of Titanics right now as well. Let me go to another kind of cheap Titanic. Let me find one right here. This seems to be a really cheap one right now. This is a good one if you want to get your first Titanic. Here, Titanic Nutcracker Cat. Let's look at this. The exact same graph can be seen. As you can see, starts at around the same price that the Ice Snake was, and then it just falls. And it didn't fall as far as the Ice Snake, partially because it has less existing, but you get what I mean. The graph is still on a downward trend. And just for funsies, I'm going to go look at one more Titanic. Let's look at the Yeehaw Cat right here. Again, this one is not as steep, but still it is going down. So a lot of Titanics are going down. And I completely forgot about this. This is one of the cheaper Titanics, and I actually think it's one of the Titanics with the most exist, sitting at 3,000 here. And yeah, this one also has gone down a lot. So why am I telling you all this? Well, I'm just letting you know that if you're in the market for a Titanic and you want a Titanic and you have the gems for it, This is now the time to buy a Titanic. While these prices are lower because of this update right here, this is the time to go ahead and buy a Titanic because the prices are going to go back up. At least that's what I predict. They're going to go back up once this Combine-O-Matic goes away. And for any people who are watching this video and still need some more huge pets, then this is also a great way to get some huge pets, like I mentioned before. So yeah, if you're in the market, which I am, I'm going to try and get a Titanic, my very first Titanic, really, really soon here while these prices are lower. As you can see, a lot of my huges I've actually sold. I'm keeping my Punksky team because I do really like this huge pet, but I sold a lot of my huge pets, and the reason why is just because I want a Titanic really badly. I don't know. Like, I feel kind of ashamed of myself that I don't have a Titanic yet. So that's why a lot of my huge pets are missing here. I will build them back up, though, for sure. But yeah, if you're in the market for a Titanic and you're just been hoping to hatch one, do this instead. This is going to be better. It'll take away from the thrill of actually getting a Titanic, but trust me, you'll be much happier. And with that, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this helped. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.